We have a beautiful after timeout set from the Lakers and coach JJ Redick to start their game against Memphis. It's going to be a weave action. They're going to enter the ball to LeBron at the elbow. Then they're going to play in their UConn skip action to Anthony Davis. He's going to keep it, and it flows right into a zoom action with that level screen into DHO. And LeBron's able to hit Rui on the lift up. So let's break down this multiple action after timeout. So we see the flip back right here to Anthony Davis. This is the weave action right here back to Austin Reaves. Now he's going to enter the ball right here to LeBron at that left elbow. Now he's going to skip it across the court right here to Anthony Davis because you see Jaren Jackson Jr. as the low defender. He's playing off of AD, so he's going to skip it. He's keeping it right here when Cam Reddish comes through for that DHO, which you've seen them do in this season already. Now you're going to see Austin Reaves right here turn and set that level screen for LeBron. Now we have zoom action right here, which is the screen and the dribble handoff. AD is going to roll right here. LeBron's going through his progressions right here. He recognizes the low defender is pulling in. So that means the lift up right here to Rui is going to be open for a three. The best misdirection after timeout set I saw in week 1 of the NBA was the Clippers running a Ricky action, but it was all a decoy action to throw a back cut lob to Derrick Jones Jr. because his defender was occupied with the action going on. So let's break down this after timeout set. So you can see the ball goes to the left side. They swing it to the right slot. Terrence Mann right here is going to cut through. Now, Norman Powell right here is going to throw the ball to Harden at the right wing. Now, he's going to come off a back screen right here. So he's going to run off this back screen. Now, the screener right here is going to flip it. So now it becomes a Ricky action, which is a re-screen. So we have the rip screen into a down screen. Now, you can see both defenders right here are occupied by the Ricky action. Mason Plumlee right here, the screener's defender, is paying attention to Norm Powell right here, coming off that down screen to see what his responsibilities are. But Derrick Jones Jr. standing on this left wing is now going to sprint right to the rim right here when both defenders become occupied with that down screen, and it's a wide open lob dunk. We have a beautiful end-of-game sideline out-of-bounds set from Coach Bickerstaff with the Detroit Pistons. This is to tie the game right here against the Miami Heat. So let's break down this sideline out-of-bounds end-of-game set. So first of all, we can see we have a shooter right here opposite at the 28-foot line. So the defender here is staying attached. Now we're going to have an up screen right here for Tobias Harris. He's going to fan off right here. Now after this up screen, we're going to have a screen the screener set, which is when you screen for the player that just set the screen. So who just set the fan screen. We're going to have a rip screen right here for Jalen Duren. Now it is a great screen right here. And what's also important when you run an end of game set right here is the passer. So Cade Cunningham is taking the ball out of bounds. He throws a great pass right here to the front of the rim for Duren to catch it and then dunk it to tie the game. Now, defensively right here, they're staying attached on this first screen. Then the second screen, the rip screen right here, Bam's trying to fight over top this screen. Rozier right here is going to drop slightly, but they don't switch it, which allows the back screen lob to be open for a dunk. Here's a beautiful after timeout set from the Charlotte Hornets in their opening night win against the Houston Rockets. So it's going to set up a wheel action into a rip screen wide open lob for Miles Bridges. Now let's break down this action. So first we have a stack out entry. So right here, Miles Bridges is going to cut out from this stack formation right here to catch the ball at the wing. Now Seth Curry right here is going to exit out to the left corner. So now once LaMelo Ball enters the ball right here to Bridges, Bridges is going to flip it, hand it back right to LaMelo right here. Now we have Seth Curry right here clearing out to that left side right here. Cody Martin is going to set an in screen or an exit screen right here just to occupy these two weak side defenders. Now Bridges, after he flips it back to LaMelo, is going to come off a rip screen right here for that wheel action. So you can see Seth Curry coming this way with Miles Bridges coming off that flip action into that rip screen for a wide open dunk right here. So you can see the wheel action right there. And since this is an empty side, the low defenders are occupied right there. And it's a great pass over top from LaMelo for a dunk. Here's a great after timeout set from the Memphis Grizzlies to get an open three for Desmond Bane off a 2-hammer screen with a great pass from Ja Morant. So let's break down this after timeout set. So we're going to start with a down screen right here for Desmond Bane. Now off of this down screen, he's going to cut all the way around. So it's very similar to a wheel action because he's going to circle cut around here. Now opposite Marcus Smart right here is going to cut baseline to the opposite or the right corner. So it creates a little wheel action right here. Now Ja Morant is going to drive to his right hand right here. Now Zach Edey is going to step up to the elbow. He's going to set a hammer screen right here for Desmond Bane to keep going off all the way to that left corner. And it's a great pass from Ja Morant over top 2 defenders right here. He puts it in the perfect spot for Desmond Bane to catch it in that left corner for open 3 right here. And for Desmond Bane, that is an open 3. We did a breakdown earlier this week talking about a new trend in basketball that we've been seeing in college and the NBA, which is the skip opposite to the 5, and then you play out of this. There's multiple actions you can run from this skip opposite, and UConn ran a lot of zoom action out of that. Now Toronto, in their game against the Lakers, ran a beautiful after timeout set that starts in a horns formation. Now Mitchell right here, the point guard, is going to take a dribble. He's going to skip it opposite right here to the 5-man, Jakob Poeltl. He's going to catch it. Now we have option 1 or layer 1 of this action is a zoom action. So we have the screen right here. The offense player right here is going to come off this down screen or level screen with the DHO. Poeltl's going to keep it there. But opposite, watch from this right corner right here, we have a double zoom action. So we have screen 1, screen 2. Into that DHO, the offensive player can catch it because you can see the defender right here is chasing him. Anthony Davis is in a deep drop in the paint. 1 dribble right to a mid-range pull-up. We have a beautiful end-of-game sideline out-of-bounds set from Coach Spo with the Miami Heat. It's a curl rip screen for an and 1 layup, and it ends up winning the game for the Miami Heat. So let's break down this after timeout set. To start, look at the formation in this after timeout set. So no offensive player is inside the paint or inside the NBA 3-point line. Tyler Hero right here, who played really well in this game, is in the backcourt. Now Rozier is going to curl around Kevin Love right here. When he curls, he's going to set a rip screen right here. When he sets this rip screen, Minnesota is going to late switch right here. And on this late switch, the offensive player Jovic right here is already open because off this rip screen, you can see Nickeil Alexander-Walker right here is looking to see if it's a switch or not a switch. And that little moment of hesitation right here on this rip screen late switch allows Jovic to be open when he cuts right here to the front of the rim. And with no one inside the NBA 3-point line right here, it allows him to catch, finish, and he gets fouled right here. So they were down 2 at this point. So now they tie the game. He makes the free throw, and they end up winning this game. The trend we've been seeing in the NBA this season is the skip opposite action that was taken from UConn, and then the Lakers used it in the preseason. The Cavs right here use it as a skip opposite keep action for Evan Mobley. So let's break down this after timeout set. There's a lot of important factors here. The first one is going to be the ball screen right here, the 14 high wing ball screen that's going to pull 2 defenders outside the NBA 3-point line right here. Now with both defenders out of the action, basically because the point guard right here is going to skip it opposite to Evan Mobley because the low defender right here is 1 foot in the paint. You can see he's 2-9ing right here, so stepping inside and outside of the paint. Now, the strong side corner is a shooter, so you have to stay right here as the gap defender. Then the nail defender right here is defending Donovan Mitchell. an elite scorer. So you have to be aware of what Donovan Mitchell is doing at all times. So when they skip it opposite right here to the 5, Evan Mobley, he's going to catch it. And once he catches it, Donovan Mitchell is sprinting around for a DHO right here, an uphill DHO. So you can see the screeners defender right here is thinking the DHO is coming because that's what's been happening in the NBA with this skip opposite action. But instead, Mobley right here is going to keep it. And when he keeps it, both the defenders right here closest are outside the paint. And this defender guarding the point guard right here is at the NBA 3-point line. So it's an easy keep action to a dunk.